Good evening and welcome to the City Council Chambers at 10 West State Street. Today's date is May 8, 2023. The time's 5:30 p.m. We are here for a regular City Council meeting. I have called the meeting to order, and those who are able, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Hoop.
Here.
Isom.
Here.
Kell.
Here.
Lottiehoff.
Here.
Schneider.
Here.
Thompson.
Here.
Walker.
Here.
Very good. Full house. Time for public comment. Members of the public may make comments on any item that is not on the agenda during this time. Approach the mic, state your name and address for the record. Limit your time to 3 minutes unless I authorize more so that others may be given a similar opportunity to speak. You are to direct your comments to the mayor and to the council as a whole, and the mayor and councilors are not to engage in discussion or debate on items raised by members of the public, and no action may be taken on those items raised by members of the public so that we can comply with the open meetings laws. The microphone is open.
Hello, Jim Shaw, 522 North 2nd Street. I'm here today to speak about dog attacks. Because of the limited amount of time I've had at some of the past meetings, I'll continue again tonight. This past week, we had a tragic dog incident at Waterloo. A 9-month-old child was killed and his grandmother was seriously injured in a dog attack in their home. No dog law or ordinance would have prevented this attack by the family dog. But it does prove a fact that I've been stressing: no dog can be trusted 100% of the time. The dog was put down and sent to Iowa City, where I'm confident it'll show nothing wrong. Something snapped in the dog and attacked, whether it was a sense of smell, something it heard, whatever. A woman in Pennsylvania tragically lost her life after being attacked by her neighbor's 2 pit bulls, which she had gone to feed. According to the reports, the woman had gone to the neighbor's home to feed the 2 pit bulls while they were away. The dogs, which had been tied up outside, broke free and attacked the woman, causing fatal injuries. The victim was rushed to the hospital but succumbed to her injuries. This incident has raised concerns about the risk associated with owning dogs, particularly those that are known to be aggressive or have a history of violent behavior. Communities must be proactive in addressing dangerous animals and enforcing regulations and laws related to pet ownership. This can include licensing requirements, leash laws, and penalties for irresponsible pet ownership. Pet owners must take responsibility for the behavior of their pets and take appropriate steps to ensure their safety and that of others. Communities must also take proactive approach to pet ownerships, promoting education, enforcement, and accountability. The supervision and enforcement of regulations related to pet ownership is a must. As communities and pet owners continue to grapple with these issues, it's essential to remember the number one thing: the safety and well-being of all members of the community, human and animal alike, are a top priority.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to approach the mic? Okay. Time for mayor, council, administrator comments. The administrator is not here tonight. Does anyone on the council have any comments to make before we get going? Okay, very good. I'd entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved, Your Honor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Lottiehoff.
Yes.
Schneider.
Yes.
Thompson.
No.
Walker.
Yes.
Hoop.
Yes.
Isom.
Yes.
Kell.
Yes.
Speed read time, please.
Approve the minutes for the April 24th, 2023 meeting and the April 25th, 23 meetings, and the bill list in the amount of $2,428,686.01. Receipt of the building and trade permit report for April 2023. Approved liquor license renewals for Tremont on Main at 22 to 26 West Main Street with outdoor service. Midnight Garden at 1501 South 17th Avenue with outdoor service. Midnight Ballroom at 1700 South Center Street, Suite A1. Approve Iowa retail permit application for cigarette, tobacco, nicotine, and vapor for the period of July 1st, 2023 to June 30th of 2024 for Family Dollar number 22186 at 327 South 3rd Ave, Quick Star number 706 at 810 South 3rd Ave, Quick Star number 394 at 2500 South Center Street, Quick Star number 607 at 814 South 6th Street, Depot Liquor and Grocery at 114 North Center Street, Marshall Tobacco and Vape at 19 West Main Street, Marshall BWS at 11 North 3rd Avenue, Walmart number 581 at 2902 South Center Street, Mishi Food Mark at 613 North 3rd Avenue, Hy-Vee Food Store at 802 South Center Street, Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh at 808 South Center Street, Fairway Stores, Inc., number 467 at 102 West Anson Street. Approve the civil service new hire list for parking enforcement officer. Approve March 2023 financial statements. Resolution 2023-91 to amend the investment policy for the city of Marshalltown. Resolution 2023-92 transferring funds for fiscal year 23 through March 31st, 2023. Resolution 2023-93 awarding contract for demolition of 4 residential structures to Lansing Brothers Construction Company, Inc. for $114,900. Resolution 2023-94 awarding contract for the demolition of 910 South 2nd Avenue to Lansing Brothers Construction Company, Inc. for $28,700. Resolution 2023-95 authorizing the request for certain delinquent properties be designated for the 2023 public nuisance tax sale. Resolution 2023-96 repealing Resolution 2023-76 authorizing transfer and conveyance of property for a portion of 107 East Lincoln Street.
Very good, thank you. Gee, that money we spent on that speed reading class was really worth it for the city. On to item G, we just have one motion. What is that?
Motion to approve a 5-day alcohol license for Midnight Ballroom at the Central Iowa Fairgrounds Arena for a rodeo on May 20th with outdoor service.
Any rodeo fans out there want to make a motion?
So moved, Your Honor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, Your Honor, Louisa Ortega will be hosting a rodeo and concert at the fairgrounds on May 20th, and the fairgrounds have completed their premise update to move their license to the activities building.
Very good. Any discussion, questions, comments? I see Chief Tupper approaching the mic.
Good evening, Mike Tupper, Marshalltown Police Department. So, the Police Department is in favor of approving the license with the restriction that the music and alcohol sales stop at 11:30 p.m. So, these outdoor events have become very difficult for us from an enforcement standpoint. And after the last concert that went till 2 a.m., I received more citizen complaints than I care to receive in the future. So my recommendation for all outdoor concert events moving forward will be that we end alcohol sales and music by 11:30 p.m. That's my recommendation. I'm happy to answer questions.
How did things go last night? I was headed out there to the Midnight Garden.
Last night?
Yeah.
I wasn't able to make it last night. I don't know.
Well, I turned around when they forecast hail.
Yeah.
The sky got kind of bad. Okay. Any questions or comments?
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
Does somebody know what our current rules are for outdoor events?
There aren't any rules set to that. We do have a noise control ordinance that allows for citizens or event holders to apply for a noise permit. So that gives them a variance to hold loud events outside.
I think the code speaks about the races.
Yes.
And talks about, is it 10:30?
Yes, 10:30 for the races. It specifically states that.
I think we still have a decibel level too in general, don't we?
We do, and you know, these concerts are probably going to be over the decibel level. I mean, I live on the far end of town, and I can hear the races and the concerts, and we want everybody to have a good time. I don't want to be in the way of public events that are important for our community. Not trying to do that, but I think going till 2 a.m. with an outdoor concert near a residential area is a bridge too far. And I would again recommend that we shut down alcohol sales and music by 11:30 p.m.
Other comments or questions by the council? Any public comment? Roll call. Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, I have to respond.
It's hard to see with that monitor there and this monitor here, and I'm kind of short.
And I'm short too, so that doesn't help. My name is Luisa Ortega, and I'm the owner of the Midnight Ballroom and the Midnight Garden. And so I can appreciate the noise ordinance and the nuisance that it would be to some people that aren't obviously enjoying that concert. I do believe that our concerts offer, or our entertainment offers a wide variety of community members' entertainment that isn't provided otherwise. I would like to see if, I know from our last event that it was louder than usual. We always do them under the covered arena and face away from the homes for that reason. But I would like the opportunity to on the 20th, for them to have let me know, the prior event, if they would have let me know, we could have turned it down. And then on the 20th, to give us a chance to see if we can control that noise level. I know the wind has a lot to do with it, just kind of how the air is blowing seems to make the races sometimes even louder than they really are. But I think we can keep that under control. The reason that I would not like to be ending at 11:30 is for several reasons. One, logistically, our bands that come through Marshalltown, as we all know, Marshalltown is a small town. So these groups tour through an area and put in 5 to 6 dates that they have to perform at. So for them to get here from Omaha, they have to do like 2 sets on a Saturday. We would not be able to get the bands to come in as much because they have to travel and try to do 2 performances in one day and have a couple hours of travel time in between so that they don't affect each other. They can't have one like in Des Moines and have one here. It just doesn't make any sense. They wouldn't be able to make their money. So we would like you to consider giving us the opportunity on the 20th to see if we can get that under control. And then also, just like I said, logistically, it'll just be a hassle for the bands. It just won't work for what we're doing. And I also would like to consider that if maybe some of the complaints had been coming in from before, from other events that were done on the grounds facing a different direction. I haven't done any outdoor ones since Easter weekend. I think it was Easter weekend and then this last one that we did, or the next one that we're doing on the 20th. So.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Let's call the roll.
Kell,
Yes.
Lottie Hoff,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Hoop, Isom,
Yes.
Very good, that carried. On to resolutions. What's our first one?
Resolution 2023-61, approving a professional services agreement for $218,938 with Bolton and Mink for design services for the first phase of Riverview Park.
Floor is open for a motion to approve it.
I'd make the motion, Your Honor.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes, Your Honor, this item was postponed from the March 27th meeting to answer council questions about stormwater detention. And Bolton Mink came on April 24th and gave a presentation. So this agreement is for the first phase of work to address the detention, and the scope will get us through the bidding process. Design is scheduled to take place through summer and bids going out in late 2023.
Questions or comments by the council?
Could I ask a question?
You may.
Jeff, how many phases are there?
Jeff Hubbard, Park and Rec Director. I guess that kind of depends on funding available. I mean, the master plan calls for work at the dog park, the campground, a kind of a festival pavilion area. If more money becomes available, we could do certain things, in joint operation of each other. But I mean, I don't know that we have specifically funds geared for any phase past this one.
So each phase, whatever there are, is not going to have this fee on each phase, is it?
I would think it would be a percentage of whatever the cost is. So if we're going to do a, say, $2 million campground renovation, that fee could be associated with that.
Other questions or comments by the council? Any public comment on this one? Roll call.
Thompson,
No.
Walker,
Yes.
Hoop,
Yes.
Isom,
Yes.
Kell,
Yes.
Lottie Hoff,
Yes.
Schneider,
Yes.
What's our next carried, I'm sorry. What's our next resolution?
Resolution 2023-97, approving an amendment for professional services with Fox Strand being task order 7034.07 for